All right, so let's get back to our coronavirus coverage because so many schools are affected, businesses as well, and how about nonprofits? They're getting hit very hard.
Yeah, a lot of people have canceled their events. So, many nonprofits have chosen to cancel, like we said, postpone this month, including PEPS, which is an organization that supports new parents. That means it's not going to get a lot of funding. So Dana Guy, the executive director of PEPS, is here with much more. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Want to talk about your annual luncheon because that was supposed to be today.
That's right.
How much money were you counting on raising and how will that impact PEPS?
Yeah, we were scheduled to have 550 people come together today to celebrate PEPS and build community and raise $180,000, and had to switch gears last week, and we're doing a virtual campaign today. But really, this is having a profound impact on PEPS, but also many nonprofits in our community who are having to cancel events during this very busy fundraising season.
Yeah, so many of them have already done that or are in the process of doing so. Have you decided, are you postponing it or are you just going to cancel it straight out?
Yeah, we are canceling ours straight out, and we're doing a virtual campaign today. It's not the same, but we also believe that our community will rally around us during this really critical time.
Yeah, I will say I was a member, or I guess I still am a member of PEPS.
Yeah.
After you have your baby, it's a great community organization, and our PEPS group still meets. And we just did like a 1-year birthday party for all of our little babies. Can you talk about PEPS and why it's so important for the community?
Yeah, well, we know that new parents are really isolated, and so our mission is to strengthen families and build community and bring parents out of isolation. So all of this with coronavirus is really kind of making us think about new ways to do that. We are still working to support parents, but last Wednesday when public health came out with stronger recommendations around social distancing, we decided to do all of our groups remotely. So it's not.
How are you doing that? How are you doing that remotely? Because that's the big thing,
right.
the fellowship that you get out of it.
Yes. So we have been providing tools to our group leaders who can then, recommend Zoom or Google Hangouts or Microsoft Skype. All of those, we're providing a lot of different options. And I have to say, I've been really impressed with the way our group leaders have embraced this. They are offering tips and tricks to each other on how to make it work. I would say the biggest one so far is that so many parents have learned when you're doing a virtual PEPS meeting that you have to mute your mic when you're not speaking, because crying babies are a huge part of every PEPS meeting, but that is really takes center stage when you talk about that.
I want to ask you again about the fundraising. So many, I feel like, nonprofits, people who are involved in them or leading them, may be watching right now, they've had to make their own hard decisions, but for some of them it could be, if not the end of their group, it could mean a massive shift in who can be involved and how much they can do. How do you prepare for the reality that you might not be able to meet that fundraising goal that you had?
Yeah, well, nonprofits hopefully have reserves, but not all do. It's really different across the board, and I think smaller organizations often don't have as much runway. So I would really just encourage people to be thinking about the nonprofits that they support. If they don't support a nonprofit, now would be a great time to start, because as we get further and further into this, nonprofits are providing really critical services to not just parents, but all sorts of people in our community that are going to be needed now more than ever.
Okay, so how can people help your need today?
Sure, yeah. So if they go to peps.org, www.peps.org, there's a click on our main homepage or a link on our main homepage that will take them to where they can give.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in. We wish you the best of luck. It's hard times
you.
for all of us, and especially for nonprofits. So thank you for shedding some light on this subject.
And thanks for the work that you do.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you, Dana.